Hi, this is Chris Maddox. I'm the founder of the Wild Woman Project, and I'm talking to you today because I always talk to you at new moon time, and it is almost new moon time. The new moon falls on February 18th, 2015. New moon time is a very sweet time to do like the moon does and really draw back the curtains and really find a way to tune deeply inward. This is something we do in Wild Woman Moon Circles. They're completely created to support you in this process. But it's a time, whether you're in a circle or whether you're you and your candle and your journal, it's a time to go inward. And we can look to the moon cycle as a mirror of the creative process. The beginning, where actually if you look to the sky, you see nothing. And then the moon starts to wax and you see a little more and a little more comes into fruition until it gets into fullness. And then after that fullness of expression, then there's the waning, the falling away, the dying, and eventually the rebirth. And that process teaches us about the natural cycle of creativity. So at new moon time, in terms of creative process, this is a time to vision. It's a time to go in, to get clear. What do you want? What's calling? What's done? The astrology of this new moon is so cool. It's the second new moon in Aquarius of 2015. That's very rare for two new moons to fall in the same sign back to back. Now this one is cusping Pisces. Pisces, where we start to get into capital L love, universal love, higher consciousness, etc. So that is playing, it's like hinting, like it's coming, but we're still in the Aquarian energy. So for this new moon, whether you're in circle or whether you're on your own, it's a great time to honor your wild heart. That's our theme for the month, honoring the wild heart. And what I mean by that is looking at the Uranus-like impulses of our own hearts. So Uranus is Aquarius's ruling planet. Uranus is like very genius, very unpredictable, maybe a little reckless, but brilliant, inspired. So in circle, perhaps on your own, we're going to be looking back on our lives and these moments where we've had a call to do something that the outer world could see as crazy. Maybe even our own inner judgment, self-critic says, that's crazy, that's reckless, we're not going to do that. But whatever happened, you did it. You followed that impulse of the heart. You had to. And you did, and it had a payoff. You probably had to sacrifice something, let go of something. And you grew up. You grew forward. You went into a new leg of your journey. New doors were opened. You wouldn't be who you are today without that choice back there, which maybe at the time was a little reckless, but it was inspired. So we're going to look at those impulses of the heart with great respect and reverence of those moments where we were the wise fool embarking on a path we had no idea what was going to happen. And on top of that, this new moon is a great time to, honor and also listen. Is there an impulse? Is the wild heart calling to you? Is there some idea you keep trying to shove down? Oh, that's not practical. Oh, that doesn't make sense. That's not the time. And it's calling to you louder and louder. Can you, this new moon, give it a listen? Look a little deeper. Listen a little more. New moon time is not necessarily a time for action. It's a time for deep listening. As you start the waxing phase, that's when you start to make little action. You write the letter. You draw up the draft. You start to do this until you nurture it into that fullness, however long it takes. If it takes 1 moon cycle or 9 moon cycles or 20,000 moon cycles, doesn't matter. It's your creative process goes in your own time. So This new moon, February 18th, 2015, honor your wild heart. You can do that in Wild Woman Moon Circle. You can do that on your own. So I'm wishing you a very sweet cycle and lots of love and respect from my wild heart to yours.